Hello everyone, and welcome to the Earthkeepers Summit. My name is Matias de Stefano, and I am a rememberer. This is the name of everything that I do, is the summary of my mission in this planet, which is to remember, which in English language means to put the members together. So, of course, that we relate the concept of remembering with past lives, and that's how many people knows me. But actually, the mission is to put the different aspects of time and space, past, present, and future, all together to understand the different aspects of the self today. The main thing of my mission, of my purpose, is actually Earth. I describe Earth as a living being, and the reason why I work with humans is just because I consider humans the neurons in the brain of Earth. So the best way to communicate something to the entire planet is by speaking and harmonizing the memory of the planet through humanity. So that's why since I was a child, my intention was to connect the different parts of the brain of the planet and to understand how they have developed themselves to help humanity to understand what is their role and how can we balance ourselves in order to balance the entire planet. And for the last 200 or 300,000 years, humanity has been moving through all the planet, finding the places where the neurons can connect better, meaning like the places where we can create a memory that lasts forever. And those places are the ancient civilizations, the ancient places on the planet where people still today feel related to, like let's say Egypt, Mexico, China, India. And we call that the ancient civilizations. We call that the grid of consciousness around the planet, the network of consciousness, where humans were able to listen to the thoughts of the world and to access the infinite memory of the cosmos in this reality, in this planet. And today, even today, we are still called by those places, not because they were important civilizations, but because deep in ourselves, we relate to those places as a library, as different libraries where you can access to certain books to open the memories of each one of the cells that we have within. But even if we are evolving very fast, which means that the planet is transcending many ways of thinking, our way of acting, our cells, are still trapped in those ancient concepts, meaning religion, stories, patterns, traumas that this planet has lived through time, and have stored this information in our cells. So it doesn't matter if we understand something, we might act or feel completely different from that because of our experience in this world. Not as an individual, but as a collective. Our own personal story is connected to the history. So when we try to heal ourselves, it's not just for us to move on to the next level. It's because we are healing just a tiny little cell in a whole organ. So the organ is not going to move on until all the cells are kind of aligned in the same symphony. And that's why it doesn't matter how much we do for ourselves. Eventually, we will start to be in service of an organ, of a system, of a continent, and eventually the entire planet. So moving around the planet, trying to find the places where the energy is stuck, where the traumas were created in history, Rome, Constantinople. So we start to be in service of those territories, to start to switch the history and understand what is hidden in that territory, and to actually spread and move on, not being a virus spreading our chaos of this world into the next dimensions and next worlds. That is why most of the beings from other dimensions and other planets, they don't come to us. They don't directly connect with this planet because they know that we can be a virus if we don't align ourselves. So this is an invitation to start thinking about our spiritual path. If we are actually working as a whole for this planet, if we are actually thinking about our own poisons, or we are trying to escape from it.